Good morning, guys. Good morning. So, I wanted to talk about negotiating a low appraisal. So, I have a current deal that came in just $8,000 short. We say just, but it is actually a big deal for your buyers or your sellers, especially when you're so close to the finish line and you think you're going to sell the house and the buyers think, oh my gosh, we're going to get the house. Nobody's expecting this, yet you've got this low appraisal. So what do you do? If you think about it, realtor.com says that you have 4 things that you can do. Number 1, you can appeal the appraisal. That has worked for me before, but it's a long process and you got to put a lot of work into it. You have to make your case. If you're a realtor and you really believe that this appraisal is wrong, find the fault in it, print it out, highlight it, check it. One time I had an appraisal where the guy says we didn't have any gutters around the house. And I'm like, is this the same appraisal, the same property? Because you can clearly see all of the gutters around the house. And that's, it's not you could probably say he's missing about $1,000 to $2,000 of value in that appraisal. Anyway, that's something wrong with the appraisal. So now you can do a rebuttal. It's called a rebuttal of the appraisal. Take it back to that lender and say, put this through underwriting because there's actually clearly a flaw in the appraisal of the property description. So that's one thing that you can do. It's not always the best way to do it because they're very strict with redoing appraisals, but you could win it. Order a second appraisal, right? Who's going to pay for that? Sometimes the buyers, sometimes the seller, sometimes the lender. You can try that route. I've never been successful at that because now you have a second appraisal, and who's to know it's going to come in low as well, or who's to know it's going to come in at value? You never know. So the other thing that you can do is walk away, right? Nobody has to buy it now. You can use that contingency and be like, bye-bye, sayonara, see you later. But that's not really constructive. You're so close to the finish line. So let's do something about it. And as a realtor, you've got to really ask questions and figure out where is there an opportunity to make the puzzle pieces fit. So in this particular case where we had $8,000 difference between the contract price and the appraisal value, I knew I had to find a way to bring the sellers down and the buyers up. And then we can meet in the middle and get married. So the buyers wouldn't come up for $1,000. The sellers agreed to come down for $1,000. So now what am I going to do? Everybody's thinking, okay, this is it. We're dying. Bye-bye. There's no way to resuscitate this. And I said to the sellers, well, what is it costing you? Aside from what I've given you in your seller's estimate net sheet, what is it costing you to keep this house running or to close the deal? And she says, I'm just so frustrated because we had this alarm system. We have to cancel it. And it's costing us $2,700 to cancel it. Why? Because they were under contract for 5 years, and now they have 3 years left or so. And I said, whoa, here's my chance. Opportunity knocks. What if the buyers take over that contract? Well, what if they did? Well, that would be fantastic. We're not lowering it anymore, says the seller. I said, well, hold on. Let me go back to the buyers. And I said to the buyers, take over this contract. They said, I don't have that money. I'm telling you, I'm paying for all my closing costs. That's it. I can only give you $1,000 and that's it. Okay, $1,000 and that's it. Now in my mind, I'm thinking $1,000 plus $2,700. That's $300 short of my $4,000 that I need from them. So I said, well, what if you take over the contract and you pay for it monthly? You can arrange that with the security company. I've already talked to them. They're like, fine. They just sign a new contract for the length of the time that it would take them to secure the house. A security company, it's fantastic. It's one of the top rated security companies. You get the video cameras, you get monitored system with the city, the fire rescue, the ambulance, the police. Hey, you can, when you travel and you leave your wife home, you can watch her on your little camera. You know, she needs to be safe. You can log on to your phone and look at your wife and what she's doing. Hey, you never know what the wives do when you leave. You never know. Hey, it's a crazy world we're living. So I starts laughing at me. He's like, what is he? Hey, you never know what the wives do when the husbands leave. Wouldn't you like to know? So I got him to agree to take over the contract. He's going to make monthly payments. Hey, he's got a phenomenal security system now in this phenomenal house that he loves. It's a smart home now. For I don't know what it was, maybe like $89 a month. Now we're only $300 short. So I go to the seller and I say, hey, I'm going to cover those $300 out of my commission. We have a deal. Everybody's happy. We're closing. Yes. So just get creative, guys. Where there's a will, there's a way, and do everything possible to keep the deal alive. Ask questions, listen, and then just make it fun. You know, that guy was like, what? I get to watch my wife while you're out of town? Yes, you do, sir. Yes, you do. Everybody wants a little bit of control, don't they? All right. Have a great day. Make it a phenomenal week. Sayonara. Sell real estate.